Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com Dr. Vet channel. In this channel we are presenting lectures in veterinary science and as animal husbandry subjects. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head. In this presentation we will present the hypothyroid in dog part 4. We have already presented hypothyroidism part 1, part 2, part 3. In this part 4, we will present clinicopathology, diagnosis and treatment aspect of important endocrine disease in dog. Clinicopathological changes, we see here classical hemogram finding, classical serum biochemistry and urine analysis. So first we will see classical hemogram findings. In this hypothyroidism, we will see a normochromic, normocytic, non-regenerative anemia. The hemoglobin color of the RBC normal, normocytic, the cell shape and size is also normal, but RBCs are non-regenerative. New RBCs are not generated, and that type of anemia is the characteristic of this hypothyroidism in dog, and these characteristics are found in 40 to 50% of the hypothyroid dogs. Another thing, there is a decrease of hemoglobin, total RBC and PCV is also observed. Continuation of clinicopathologic changes. Here we see classic serum biochemical findings. Hyperlipidemia, increased fat content of the blood. It is observed in rare cases of hypothyroid. Important thing is hypercholesterolemia, increased cholesterol level of the blood. This is characteristic. This is observed in 80% of hypothyroid dogs. Hypertriglyceridemia, it is observed in 88% of the thyroid cases of dog. In this, there is triglyceride content of the blood is increased. The enzymes are also elevated, especially high alkaline phosphatase and high creatinine phosphokinase. Clinicopathological changes in urine are proteinuria. The protein appear in the urine, and polyuria, increased formation and frequency of the urination. Friends, we discuss here diagnosis of hypothyroidism, especially in dogs. These following points we will discuss in subsequent slide presentation. Complete thorough history is required. Classical clinical science and physical examination. We have already seen the classical clinical science, and two classical science groups are important. One is the clinical science due to decreased metabolic rate, and another group clinical science of alteration in skin and coat. These two signs increase the suspicion of a case of hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is further confirmed by these following tests: serum thyroid hormone concentration, thyroid function test can be done by thyroid stimulating hormone stimulation test, thyroid gland imaging, response to thyroid hormone therapy, and histopathology of thyroid biopsy. These are the steps. One or more steps are required to confirm the doubt of the hypothyroidism case. Determination of serum thyroid hormone concentration are the supportive confirmatory test to the clinical findings of the hypothyroid case. Measurement of serum total T4 and free T4. Total serum T4 concentration is a good initial screening test for hypothyroidism, and its diagnostic sensitivity is too much, up to the 90%. So this is an important test, screening test for the hypothyroidism. Serum free T4 concentration, it is a more useful than total T4 concentration. Serum total T3, free T3 and reverse T3. These concentrations are also helpful in diagnosis of hypothyroid cases, but these concentration of total T3, free T3 and reverse T3 are less accurate in dogs. Serum TSH concentration measurement is a useful adjunctive test for the diagnosis of hypothyroidism in dogs, cats and horses. Friends, we know that primary hypothyroidism is the most common cause of the hypothyroidism in dog. Primary means thyroid gland is affected. So here there is low serum T4 and or free TH. They are decreasing, but high TSH concentration. Secondary hypothyroidism, in this serum TSH concentration remain normal in 20 to 40% hypothyroid dogs. Another test is thyroid function test. One of the tests is TSH stimulation test. In this, the exogenous TSH is administered to the dog and the response to thyroid gland is evaluated. This is the accurate test for detection of thyroid function in dogs. Another diagnostic technique is thyroid gland imaging, ultrasonography of the thyroid gland. This is non-invasive techniques for the diagnosis of hypothyroid, especially primary hypothyroidism. Scintigraphy of the thyroid gland. This is more sophisticated nuclear medicine technique, and in this small amount of the radioactive material is used to diagnose hypothyroidism in dogs. One of the important steps for diagnosis is response to thyroid hormone therapy. Here the thyroid replacement is given and clinical improvement in the animal is measured. This is the most applied method to confirm the diagnosis of hypothyroidism. It is easy to perform. Generally, the thyroxine supplement drug or chemical is used to assess the response to the treatment. Generally, response take a long time to measure. At least clinical improvement in skin lesions is observed after about 1 to 2 months. But this is a good method, applied method. Hypothyroidism in cat shows almost similar diagnostic results at par with the dogs. Here there is low to low normal serum concentration of total T4, free T4 and a T3 with high serum TSH concentration. This is the characteristic finding in case of hypothyroidism in cats. Friends, we know that thyroiditis is an inflammation, enlargement of thyroid gland, and is generally due to immune mediated diseases. So here we will see useful adjective diagnostic support for hypothyroidism is measurement of serum thyroid hormone autoantibodies. So here clinician has to measure autoantibodies against thyroxine hormone. This detects autoimmune thyroiditis and other autoimmune thyroid diseases. Friends, here discuss important aspect, that is treatment of hypothyroidism in dogs and cats. The clinician has to start treatment initially, whatever may be the cause of hypothyroid. Give thyroid hormone replacement compound, and that is the choice in dogs and cats. The choice of compound is synthetic thyroid hormone levothyroxine. In short, it is called as LT4. It is given orally daily. For dose and schedule, it is requested to refer standard pharmacological books. So important thyroid hormone replacement compound is synthetic thyroid hormone levothyroxine LT4 orally daily. This LT4 compound is very effective and safe. The oral medication returns satisfactory thyroid hormone concentration and it gives a good improvement in clinical signs. We continue here the treatment aspects. Both clinician and owner interested in success of treatment. The dog starts showing clinical improvement after giving LT4 treatment. There is improvement in changes in skin and coat and body weight after 1 to 2 months of therapy. It takes little bit long time, 1 to 2 months to show the improvement. In myxedema coma case, there is gastrointestinal hypomotility. So in myxedema coma cases, initially T4 is given intravenous, not orally. That is because of poor gastrointestinal absorption due to hypomotility. Friends, we have seen treatment with thyroxine supplement therapy, that is LT4. Along with this, some of the dogs require supported temperament. So give suitable fluid therapy. You know that the dog become heat seeker. There is hypothermia. So some of the dog require passive rewarming to bring the body temperature normal, and few dogs require ventilatory support. So with this, there is a great improvement in the clinical signs and quality of life. Friends, treatment of hypothyroidism is a lifelong treatment in most of the cases, and there is definite improvement and improve the quality of the life of the dog. So treatment should be continued for a lifelong LT4 orally. With this presentation, friends, we have finished hypothyroidism in dogs and cats. Requested to share this information to veterinarians and veterinary students. Subscribe the channel, press bell icon so that you can get regularly notification. Press like button if you like the presentation. Thank you very much for observing these videos.